Hello and welcome to this small and quick video tutorial about the making of my header images from my website. My website is www.designdevil.de. Here you can see the home header image from another perspective, and also in a more rough version the Design Devil himself. The character is not softed through a SDS layer, and you can see here really nice looking shadows, and we can create these soft shadows with a light dome. And also I've used one light for creating the hard shadow, which is a normal infinite light, and I will show you quick how you can create a light dome and set up the scene in this way, and also how you can create a soft combination from the ground plane onto the background. Okay, let's start with the light dome himself. For this I create a new scene, and we start with creating a geosphere. If I click with the right mouse button on geosphere, I can adjust the resolution. In this case I use a resolution of 3. So normalize the location and go onto any side view. With a right click I go into the edit mode, choose the rectangle tool and select faces, and we choose this one here. And now I press on separate selected part of object to separate this, and click on or press the delete key on the keyboard. Then we just need this half of geosphere. So back to 3D view, and now we need just one light as the source, in this case a local light, and I create a local light anywhere here in the scene. So the next thing that we need is a plugin called Point Clone, and you can find this plugin on my website. So if I open Point Clone, we have to say to Point Clone which object we want to copy, in this case the local light. So I have selected the local light, and I click on this button here, and I get the local light here on the copy button. The next thing is to say on which vertices we want to copy this local light, in this case all vertices of the geosphere here, and that means that we create 46 local lights. So that means we select all the vertices from this geosphere, and we do that we click here on the rect button, and then drag and a rectangle here over this geosphere and select all the vertices. Then we select here group. That means that the created lights are grouped together. So that's all, and we now press the execute button, and as we can see we get now a lot of lights here. So that's we need no longer the plugin. We open the scene editor, and we have now created a group here, no name 1, and this is our light group. And we have the original geosphere here. We don't need them longer, so we can delete this. And we have now created a lot of lights here. So how can we now adjust so many lights? And for this we need another plugin called Lightman. You can find this also on my website. Click on Lightman, and we have selected the group of lights here, and we click the button Get Light, and we get the properties of all lights together. So now we adjust the lights. In this case I have used for red just 243, green and blue is full 255. As shadow type I use map, and fall off linear. Shadow transparency I leave this off. So the intensity I have adjusted to 0.06, fall off distance to 30, spot angle I leave that at 100, spot ratio at 1, and for map size I have used 512. For sharpness I have used 4, and the quality is set to 8. Okay, to apply these to all the lights, we just have to click on the apply button, and now we have applied these properties together on all lights. So that's all. I have now scaled the complete light group up to 60, anything in the near of 60. So no matter which scene I have, the most scenes for the most scenes I can use this size. So at last we will need 2 infinite lights here. One is set up to ray traced shadows, that makes the hard shadows in my scene, and the other one is just a fill light without shadows, to filling up dark areas in the scene, to get a better view from the camera. So let's come to the next thing. Here I want to show you how I have created the ground plane. So let's create one, a ground plane, very quick, and bring him to a size of 15 in any direction. So normally, if I choose a background color, so grayish one, and if I render this scene now, we can see clearly the plane, the ground plane, and we get no soft border around them. So let's open the material editor. We leave that white, and for the shader I use just a matte shader with full diffusion. So the trick is to choose a transparency map, and with a right click I get here the file open dialog, and now I use ground trans, and you can see now the image that I used for the transparency map. It's just a gradient, a circular gradient from white at the inner to black to the outside. And if I apply this to the ground plane and I render now the image, you can see there is just a spot inside our image, and the border from the plane is not visible. It's softed out to the border, and we get a smooth fading between the plane and the background. So let's create any object here, in this case a cube, in the center of the ground plane, and choose the light setup with the light dome, and let's render this. As you can see, it renders very fast, but also we get a smooth border for the plane and really soft shadows for the cube or for our objects, our characters, and we get one hard shadow. And now we can, or we could, adjust the infinite light to bring the shadow in the direction that we want, and the soft shadows are created through the light dome, and it gives a bit the illusion of a global illumination effect, but it renders a few times quicker than with a real global illumination. That's all to what I can say about this. So you see there is no magic behind them. It's just a light dome, 2 infinite lights, one with a hard shadow, one without, and a ground plane with a gradient transparency map. Okay, that's all. I hope I see you the next time, and I wish you good luck And that's all.